So tourism is not only bouncing back across Arizona, it is roaring back. The Grand Canyon State welcoming 32.1 million overnight visitors in 2020 who spent $15 billion. While we aren't quite back to the record level of tourists we saw in 2019, we are getting there.
When we're looking at the forward-looking data, that 86% of travelers say they have a trip planned in the next 6 months. We want to make sure that our hotels, resorts, and tourism suppliers across the state are able to staff up to handle that level of business as it's coming back.
So that brings us to an interesting dilemma. Tourism is rebounding, but restaurants, hotels, and the places that cater to them just can't find enough workers to fill the job openings.
We sent Team 12's Jen Wahl out to the Phoenician this morning where it looks like she has a new job. Actually, they're holding a hiring event. Jen, why should someone consider working in hospitality?
Yeah, good morning to you guys. Well, working in hospitality, you get so many incredible benefits depending upon your position. There's all of the stuff like full-time and 401k. Plus, if you want to travel around the world, you get amazing prices on hotel and resort rooms, and you get to work at stunning properties just like this one. We are live at the Phoenician this morning. It's been really hard for the hospitality industry to fill positions lately, and joining me live now is Thomas Overton. You're the Director of Housekeeping here. Good morning to you. What's it been like for you guys for the last few months to keep your property running when you've been so busy?
Good morning. Yes, we are really having an opportunity with the rebounding of tourism in Arizona, and we're trying to get those positions filled, especially the key ones with grounds, housekeeping, food and beverage, culinary, spa, and security. So putting our efforts out there to try to fill as many positions as possible.
Yeah, wonderful to hear that. I'm glad to hear that hospitality is doing well here in Arizona. So what are some of the reasons that someone should come work for you guys? We're talking about those amazing travel benefits that you can get.
Of course. Besides working at the base of stunning Camelback Mountain here at the Phoenician, we've got great benefits with 401k, employee meals. We've got some other great benefits with medical, dental, and vision coverage, as well as tuition reimbursement. So some great things to continue your career as you work at the Phoenician.
Yeah, for sure. And of course, the hotel discount if you want to travel.
Over 7,000 hotels worldwide. Take advantage of that app.
That's also fun too. Okay, so you have a huge hiring event today. Tell us about that.
Yes, from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. in our Camelback Ballroom. We have live recruiting going on, so we're trying to hire people on the spot. If they're able to come in and the right fit for the Phoenician, we'll get them processed in and ready for orientation as soon as possible.
All right, and you have all kinds of different positions open, right? So one of these is housekeeping, and you're going to show me what to do. So before I get to work, I'm going to get my gloves on. So what are we going to be doing here? What am I going to be cleaning?
So one of the big things that came out of the pandemic was that rooms not only need to be surgically cleaned, but they also need to be disinfected.
Okay.
So what we're going to be doing here is using our hydrogen peroxide cleaner to sanitize the telephone, which is one of the high touch point areas in our guest rooms.
Okay.
So what you'll do is you don't spray the phone itself because it's electronics.
Got it.
So you're going to be able to
already almost failed the job.
spray the rag there with 3 or 4 good pumps.
And not spray you. That
Perfect.
would also be a major
Go ahead and
okay.
you can remove the headset.
Okay.
And wipe the top of the phone itself.
Oh, like
Perfect.
right here?
Yep.
Okay.
And then the buttons, which are the most touched part. Excellent.
All right. Am I hired?
You're almost there. We've got one more task to complete.
Okay.
The other main touch point is our TV remotes. Everybody likes to watch TV while they're at the Phoenician.
Yes.
So we go ahead and
Nasty.
slide that right in there.
Okay.
Pull the white tab.
Okay, so I have a question because when I go stay at hotels, am I supposed to leave it in the bag or do I take it out of the bag?
No.
I get so confused. Do you guys have the same question?
Jen,
I never know.
That's a great question, and I will say it is completely up to the guest discretion. The guest can't be wrong. So you're always doing the right thing.
Okay, Thomas.
Love that.
You're amazing.
Jen,
All
that
right,
$500
big
sign-on
hiring.
bonus coming your way pretty soon.
That's right.
That's huge.
Hey, I get $500. I made it.
$500 never hurt anybody, so absolutely.
Awesome. Come on down. There's so many different positions open besides housekeeping. You can do culinary.
Culinary,
right?
food and beverage, spa, security. Really, every department in the hotel is looking for a position at the moment.
Wonderful. And we're going to be trying out one of those other positions coming up in the next hour, guys.
Oh, I hope it's security.
Oh my gosh. Can you imagine? Jen's a tough cookie, man.
No,
All right.
I'm not
Don't mess with
joking.
these guys. Yeah.
I'm not joking.